Welcome back to Project Brupeg, story of a bunch of soft Kiwis in warm tropical Queensland building a polar expedition boat. Jess set us a challenge. Her bosun's chair down here is proving too difficult to get in and out with the electric winch and to dangle over the side and to get up and down. So the plan is to move from a soft bosun's chair to a hard fiberglass seat. This means she can just sit into it like a normal seat and go up and down on the electric winch. The plan, we're going to use some stainless rod that we've got over here. We'll build up a little A-frame type thing and then bolt it onto the chair, see if it actually works.
In a big project like this, dealing with a health condition like I have, some jobs just have to happen. So the guys took the Saturday off on the weekend and built me this chair. Tomorrow they're getting back onto the doublers for the stabilisers.
Oh, is that over? I can grab something over the road.
Sunday?
No, do it tomorrow. Oh, we'll just build it in a bolt tomorrow. What my plan is for the shape of this thing is basically get some stainless rod like I got on this left hand side, do exactly the same on this side to match that chalk mark there, and then I have to keep bending until it meets that line in the centre there, where the shadow of that magnet was. So yeah, probably got another 75 mil, something like that, 3 inches to go. We'll just keep bending until we get it touching.
What's your main bolt anyway?
Stainless. Metric, you might have better luck. I bought a couple of metric drills. Our basic shape. So we've created a bit of a bend at the top corner, and that's going to allow us to hook it on and it's not going to flop from side to side. Over the back, Trev here is what are we doing? We're drilling stainless holes, and this is for the mount that goes onto the bottom of the seat. Kind of think it's something like that. Go there. And you got to go an inch.
That was my story.
Slide it on from the front, back or something. That's pretty close, eh? We ready to tack up?
We are. Yep.
We can pull that chair out and weld those, can't we? Yep.
So Dame, can you weld with a stick weld on top of the MIG welder and different types of weld mix?
Yeah, so it's all about the metal. So I use 309 wire in my MIG welder when I'm doing stainless, and 309 is really great because it allows you to bond lots of different metals together, so you can weld mild to stainless, or 316 to 304, or all sorts of stuff like that, 2205 to 316.
So I could weld with a stick welder.
So long as you've got 309 rods, you could stick weld anything that we've done here. So
right.
TIG weld, MIG weld, or the straight 316 stainless.
The guys realise there's a twist in the bar, so to fix it they're going to clamp it down and try and pull on it to straighten it.
the beauty of that. We got it on camera.
We did. Oh, should we call that a natural break in the work and we'll go have a cup of tea? Sometimes you know you should just go for coffee earlier than you think. Now that we've adjusted the height of our workbench to the appropriate level, we'll get back into the welding and get this joined up. Need to figure out where to bend this guy. So we'll start bending it there and there roughly. Stick it on its back and I'll hold it and adjust it to suit.
Yeah,
Slightly.
it has.
Why don't we drill and bolt them where we want them, and then we'll tap. So we realised that we need to trim these tabs off at the bottom so that we can get them lining up on the seat properly, because there's a bit of twist going on and it's not something that we can just unbend and deal with. So we're going to cut them off and we'll re-weld them where they need to be.
What if we put this in the vise?
Yeah. Warm and tight. There we go. There we are. Done. Okay.
Right, close down here.
Let's try that on the shed.
That's pretty close to perfect dip.
Yeah. How's that?
Getting very close. That's it. Cut one, and then we'll do it.
And modify the other one
first.
What? Cut one, get soup. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we'll cut one and get the soup.
Yeah, that's a good point, because last time we went too far, destroyed the workbench. So if we cut it and get the soup, we'll probably set very little things on fire.
That's right.
Yeah. Over there?
Yeah. Pull that, you have a look at the back of it, see if that's what you want.
Yep. Let's just cut it on that marker. Whoa!
Oh!
You right?
Did you get that? Well, I'm not doing it again.
Were you trying to climb up the wire?
No, I was trying to get it. Grab that wire.
Mate, break.
Get this on camera.
Wow.
Yeah, it hangs weight neutral, it's awesome. It's easy to get in and out of, you don't even notice the top.
Reminds me of a bird perch.
Yeah.
You can kind of swing.
Yeah.
You get that, you can swing, do a couple of swings and then fly off.
Yeah.
Have a little
Yeah.
mattress over there to land
If
on.
you get enough swing, you get inside the doors.
Aim for it.
Well, let's tack this up properly, weld this up properly. So corners of the frame have now been nipped off. You can sort of see they don't take up as much real estate on both sides. They'll get flapped back now, but that's going to sort of neaten it up when it comes to how it fits on the seat itself. What we're thinking is we're going to stick it and bolt it, or use defects on it and bolt it. And what we're thinking is, do we bother putting a stainless thing from one side to the other, or are you happy enough just bolting the glass to that frame?
Strong?
This isn't going to bend real easy.
No,
All this is strong enough.
no, I'm thinking the glass is strong enough,
just-
isn't it?
But this, if we put stainless there to there, it's not going to make any difference on the glass, is it?
No, but if it does give way, it'll be held by something.
Right.
Wouldn't matter if you're just lifting groceries up and down, but we've got precious cargo going in here.
So how would you, have you made a,
We haven't, but we just get some of the 16mm stainless rod and bend it so it's like that, and just weld the ends onto these flat.
I suppose it makes sense, doesn't it? It's the part that's holding the weight, and the rest is basically a cage with a seat inside it.
Yeah. These will always be carrying the weight, but it just means that these can't separate apart. The bar locks it together.
If this gives away at any point, you're still held by something.
It hits the stainless bar rather than nothing.
And you never know when I've got to use it.
This is true.
I'm actually thinking about other people, because when you've got that little, thin arm, I think it'd be a great thing to play and sit in, and I imagine others will want to do it,
Yeah.
Oh, you want to sit in there and read a book, you mean?
In the
In
water.
the tide. Hang on, it's got to be accurate. CNC was wearing off.
The magic is doing what?
Yeah. It's alright, we'll be accurate now.
that's
pretty accurate. The New Zealand thinking bat, pondering, dear God, what am I going to build next? What engineering needs to happen? It's been so long since this boat was actually in the water and being a boat. They've cut too many holes in this boat. When are we going to start welding it back up again? Oh my dear God, I'm going to be 70 when this thing's launched. Well, them's the breaks.
just another tack, and I'll take the seat off. So what colour would you like your frame?
It's looking pretty lovely actually.
Pink?
Pink?
Like your seat pink?
Pink's maybe the colour.
I can't believe Trev's done all day in a beanie.
Yeah.
Have I still got my beanie on, haven't I?
Safety.
That's so...
Safety padding.
I didn't want everyone to know I got grey hair.
When you get up the top, Jess, can you throw down a blue tube? 15?
Yep.
And a new one of these. We're going to bolt this chair to the frame, but we're also going to use some adhesive. So we use FX15, which is a marine adhesive from Australia. It's pretty awesome stuff. We've used it on that product on all sorts of different things, from our windows through to gluing, brackets on the walls. So the reason we want to do that is basically give ourselves a couple of layers of redundancy. If the bolts fail, the glue will hold it.
Put some gunk on this one, eh?
Yep. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, let it dry and we're good to go.
You know when I've done it on the boat. It starts at the
Because it's
front
everywhere,
and then
it's
to the
everywhere
back.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
top of the mast.
Yeah. How did it get on the sails? It wasn't even sailing. I didn't even have the sails out.
They'll be sicker in the anchor well soon.
There so will be. So we made a gap down there as a water channel and also a low spot at the back. We'll drill a hole at the back so that if and when it does fill up with water, it'll just either run straight down and drain out the back there. It'll all accumulate down there and then drip out.
Yeah.
Try to keep it as dry as we can for you.
And those wriggles are there to stop Jess from falling out of the chair.
Yeah. When she loses her shit again and she starts standing in the chair, jumping up and down, this is grip tape so she doesn't fall out.
Well, there's no need to sit down in it anyway. You can just walk out here and stand in it.
It's just swing out. And
Yeah,
And she goes all rock and roll on it,
yeah. Just stand it.
starts losing her shit, kicking stuff over.
Do you want to explain what you've done?
Built a calamity.
We've built another job.
So Jess needed a way to get up and down the boat, and we decided the best way to do that was a hard chair rather than a soft chair. She's been using a bosun's chair, which is crap. Takes her 40 minutes to get in and out of it, and then she's sort of half dangling as she goes down. With this, she can just flop into the chair, winch herself up or down, and flop back out. We're going to make some little ties that go on either side that will link to either side of this here and lock the chair in, so that she can...
Not with that string, you're not.
Not with this safety string, but
No.
she'll be able to basically, the chair will be essentially locked in that position there. She'll climb in and out of the chair, undo the safety loop things, and she'll be able to go down the back like an abseiler, so walk down the back of the boat, and then yeah, get out at whatever height she wants. Yeah, we'll put a seatbelt thingy across so that if she starts dangling out of it, she can not die.
And it's waterproof.
Yeah,
as well. The other one used to get waterlogged,
yeah,
and I could only use it when it was dry weather.
So it's all stainless and fiberglass and a little bit of closed cell foam. There's nothing else on it, so there's nothing to rust. It can go underwater in the sea, so when the boat's in the water we can throw this over the back and she can go swimming if you want.
And eventually you'll have a winch on an arm.
Yeah, so we'll be building a crane at the back of the boat that is an arm in this area above me, and it'll be able to swing out over the back and then drop loads down onto the deck here, so Jess can use that as well to go in and out. We don't know what setup we're going to have at the back here, but that's our eventual plan, is to
at the moment
have an arm.
With a
safety seatbelt strap. At the moment, the winch that we're using is just a like a workshop hoist type thing that you'd put on a gantry crane, etc. If it does ever break, we got a 4 metre long seatbelt that if it breaks, jams up and just can't fall anywhere.
So that's the day, a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Thanks guys. And now back onto the stabilisers.
You got eyes like summer sky. If you're smart, could kill or die. And now it starts to rain, so let's enjoy it.